What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Today, as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about the home buying process. I'm going to try to make it as realistic as possible because, it's 2024 and we've got so many things going on right now, with inflation being at an all-time high and yada, yada, yada. So yeah, with that being said, I also wanted to note that I have been kind of messing around with the YouTube channel. I've just been trying to find my niche, but I think I've got it down pat with this one. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. So just bear with me and stick with me through it. And, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. So yeah, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. People always ask me, what are the steps to buying a house? Well, first, you either want to find an agent or get pre-approved first. Xavier, what do you mean by that? Find a real estate agent, cough, cough, me, to get started with the whole process. Well, why, Xavier? Because an agent will be able to guide you through the transaction. The steps I'll be talking about is what the agent will help you with, or you can get pre-approved. Now, for those who don't know what this is, it's you going to your bank or a loan officer that will qualify you for a certain amount based on your income and debt to income ratio, also known as DTI. It's important to have this because it shows sellers that you are a ready buyer that can obtain financing. Sellers want to obviously sell their home, so if they don't see proof of funds, then they may overlook your offer, and that's the reality. After you've chosen an agent and have gotten pre-approved, you can start your home search with your agent. I do want to mention that every loan is different and there are certain specifications in them, but not to fear, your agent and loan officer will help you with that. But yeah, now that you know your price point qualification, you can then start looking for what you want. Not to discourage anyone, but I would recommend you not to be too specific because there is high demand right now in Connecticut and it varies in every state. The inventory is low and homes are getting snatched right off the market, so I just don't want anyone to lose out on an opportunity. So anyways, you start your home search and the agent can either send you the listings, also known as homes on the market, or you can send them to the agent, which is going to bring me to the next step. Ta-da! Now you're ready for showings. I really enjoy this part of the process. You're able to travel to different towns sometimes and view different areas. The agent will have to request an appointment to see the home with you in most cases. Rarely you guys are able to do what we call a go and show, which is not having to request an appointment, but just going there to actually see it. So once you get to the house, the agent will either have the lockbox code or an app called Supra eKey, which unlocks a digital code with the keys inside of it. The agent will lead you and anyone you're with, if you're with anyone, and you can decide if you are interested in it or not. But one thing I will tell you from experiences is that pictures are different from seeing it in person. It gives you a whole different perspective and a whole different experience. Okay, now let's say you're interested in a property. Let your agent know and the agent will write up an offer for that property on your behalf. Remember, this is an agent that is representing you in this transaction, so they have a fiduciary duty to you in your best interest. The offer will include things like the purchase price, the loan amount, the deposit, the down payment, if you're doing an inspection, a mortgage contingency, the closing date, and any other documents that your agent wants to include. Every offer is different depending on the home. So for example, if a window was broken, you could try to negotiate either the seller for them to fix it or for you to fix it. Another thing I want to mention is that your offer isn't always guaranteed to be accepted. Some sellers are looking for the maximum value that they can get for their home, but it's not always the case. Some are looking for terms such as a quick closing date and no inspection. And also adding to that, more than likely you aren't the only one home shopping. So there can be multiple offers on a home, which is where your agent will come into play. You guys will talk about how to structure your offer and make it the strongest possible, but obviously an offer that you are most comfortable with and confident in. Now, the seller reviews all of the offers. Sometimes it can take days or a week for a seller to decide on which offer they want to accept. Let's just say your offer was accepted. Now the contract is sent to all parties involved, including the attorneys and loan officers. Once the contract is executed by the seller and buyer, it immediately goes into attorney review. Usually it's about a 5 business day period that allows the attorney to approve or disapprove of the contract. This period allows the attorney to ensure that all necessary signatures and initials are well placed. Also, during this time, buyers will usually take advantage and have the property inspected. And if for whatever reason they aren't able to get an inspector during this time, they can just ask for an extension. This is going to buy them more time to obtain that inspection report. Now, some contracts allow amendments, which are small changes or revisions to a contract. Others allow approval or disapproval. Now, let's say the attorney disapproves of the contract, they can propose changes to it on the buyer's behalf. So for example, if there isn't an appraisal contingency in the contract and the attorney recommends it, they can seek the right to terminate. Then the funds, which is your deposit, are held in escrow, which means they're temporarily transferred to and held by a third party. If the sale moves forward, then that will eventually go towards the down payment of the house. Now we're moving to the final stages of the home buying process. The inspection is next. You or your agent can contact an inspector to come out to the property and inspect it for radon, termites, or mold. From my experience, I can tell you 110% that not every home is perfect. The inspectors will always find something, whether it's small or big. Like, that's their job. What can I say? But yeah, they inspect it and usually do an inspection report within a couple of business days and send it to you and the agent. Make sure you carefully analyze it, and if you're okay with it, then you can move forward. If not, you can possibly negotiate. Next is the appraisal, which is the value of a home. An appraiser will come out to the property and estimate the value of it. They'll be looking at your home's features, aging condition, then compare it to similar homes in the area and what they sold for. If the appraisal comes back short of your offer, then depending on your offer, you can negotiate with the seller either to reduce the purchase price or to pay the difference yourself. But if it is higher than your offer, they won't tell you the amount, but you'll be able to move forward with the transaction. The last step before closing is your walkthrough. The walkthrough is crucial. You want to make sure that this home you're about to purchase is in the same condition as when you saw it. Then, once everything looks good and fine, you're ready for closing. So congratulations! The attorney will choose a time and place, and you'll sit down to sign all of the documents pertaining to the house, and then you're handed the keys. That's it for this video, guys. I hope it helped you understand a little bit more about the home buying process. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace!